This is NBA basketball right here on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. Tip-off goes to New Orleans. Here's Fears. Pass to Queen. These are two teams with a clear identity, Grant. Defense is their backbone.
Oh, B.A., I don't expect to see many easy buckets between these two defenses. They're disciplined, hardworking, and gritty. And, of course, they make you work for everything.
Williamson, no good. On offense, here are the Pacers. Nesmith's shot is off. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Whoa! Oh, sweet move. Yeah, what a display by Fears. The rookie showing off what he can do.
Pass to Nembhard. Here's Huff. Back to Nembhard. Lets it go from deep. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. First quarter of play, a minute in. Doubled by Siakam. Here's Fears. Here's Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
Yeah, impressive set from the rookie. Jeremiah Fears in total control in the screen and roll game.
You know, Grant, with the young Jeremiah Fears, the focus seems to be on his potential upside.
Yeah, he scores well, has a decent passing game, but there's room for more polish in other areas. As long as he works hard on developing, he'll reach that next level.
Now here's Nembhard. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And Grant, while most didn't expect it, last season the Pacers made the second NBA Finals appearance in their franchise's history.
Yeah, B.A., there's so much belief right now in that locker room. They never feel like they're out of a game, and that makes them dangerous.
Here's Jones. Pass to Queen. Back to Jones. Here's Queen. Oh, he missed the layup. He had him with the pump fake. To the wing, right side. And here's Siakam for 3.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
To the middle. Over to the wing. Pass to Queen. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Yeah, Fears really came into the league with above-average vision. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And the officials called goaltending, so they'll... toward the basket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Jones with the ball. Picked up by Nesmith. Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
He is such a powerful dunker. When Zion is cleared for takeoff, he doesn't pass up those opportunities.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
And it's out of bounds to Indiana. And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Walker sets a screen. Here's Bradley. Off the mark there with a 3. The Pelicans lead by 3. Pass to Bay. Now Messi. Walker covering. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Yeah, what a dish from Bay. Kept his eyes up the floor and found an open teammate.
Now here's Walker. And the jam by Walker.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Pass to Poole. Picked by Messi. Down low. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Walker for 3. Jones grabs the board. And that's a foul called on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul of the game. And so it's New Orleans with it. 3-point lead. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Now Poole. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
When Poole gets this close, he knows to go for it. He's not going to waste the chance at all.
Here's Shepherd. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Jones in the post. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so both teams trading buckets as we... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
Now here's Poole. Inside. Tries it from the block. The shot by Messi, no good. Pacers trail by 3. And the new front office for New Orleans aiming to set a high standard, Stan.
Yeah, B.A., amidst some adversity with help, the Pelicans have to focus what's in their hands to control and leave no stone unturned in chasing greatness.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, the Pacers are moving as one. Coach Rick Carlisle said the thing I love about this team is that we're a true team. We're a group that needs each other. We work at communication. We're collaborative. We make sure our guys have a voice, and we're all in it together. Brian?
They win by committee. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Outside Walker. Pass to Matthews. Clock at 6. And there's a pick to the inside. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Here's Poole. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Poole's got his second basket of the game.
Woo-hoo, just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And New Orleans will go for a different look here. Pacers trail by 5. Right side, Nesmith. Poole brings a double team. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Jones drives in. And the bucket is good. And the Pelicans lead by 7.
Just slicing to the bucket. Jones looking solid off the drive.
Back to Nesmith. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Nesmith's got 6 points.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
To the paint. Jones. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Benedict Mathurin picks one up.
What a smart play by Jones. Staying with his motion and just letting the defense come and foul him.
Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
Now here's Siakam. Pass to Huff. Kicks it out to Siakam. 6 to shoot. Down low. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
So timeout called here. The first for New Orleans. .156 left in the second. Here's Fears. Puts up a 3. And Trey Murphy hits from deep.
Well, Murphy essentially lives on the arc. His job is to provide his team with consistent outside shooting.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Here's Fears. Inside. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first half.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Nembhard with it. Still no points. To the middle. And the layup falls.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
New Orleans leading by 6. .35 seconds left in the first half. Outside Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Going inside. Indiana with a rebound. Pass to Siakam. Oh, Pascal Siakam flying high.
The defense just can't let Siakam get inside positioning like this because he's looking to dunk it home. He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Neesmith's shot is off. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be right back. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Nembhard outside. Jones with some nice D.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
Well, Grant, when Zion is doing what he does best, it changes everything for the Pels.
Yeah, he bends defenses and brings a force that few teams can answer. With him in rhythm, they're not just dangerous, they're different.
And it's Jones with the ball for New Orleans. 6-point game. Outside Matherin. They set a pick to the inside. Here's Huff. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Indiana shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And last season, the Pacers started the playoffs with home court advantage for the first time in over a decade, Grant.
Yeah, the 4th seed in the East, BA. And with a blend of youth and experience on the roster, this is a team built to win now and into the future.
Jones. And the baseline jumper, no good. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Pascal Siakam's veteran presence is hugely valuable to this Pacers team. Coach Rick Carlisle said, quote, his experience is really important to us. He doesn't get rattled, his personality stays consistent, but things get frantic in games. He is a calming influence on our young players. Back to you, Brian.
The cagey veteran. Allie, thank you.
Oh, wait. Big finish. Big time. And man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Now here's Siakam. Nesmith on the wing. Back to Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
Yeah, Siakam's got a great head on his shoulders. They'd be smart to use him in that set as much as possible. And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Both teams deciding to change it up. Pacers trail by 5. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's New Orleans now. Bay outside. Back to Poole. Pass to Messi. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. The kick out to Poole. To the paint. Here's Bay. Murphy grabs the miss. Pretty even game going on here in Indiana. Inside. Bradley. That's good. Bradley's gotten 4 this quarter.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's Bay. Oh, and Bradley with a block. And there's 1:45 left in the third. Here's Walker. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Alvarado outside. Here's the 3. And Trey Murphy gets the 3. Give him 8 points now.
Well, and Murphy takes a good number of threes for a reason, because he knows how effective he can be from the arc.
Pass to Bradley. And here's McConnell. Yet to see a basket. Indiana shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. And the first one at the line is good. Both teams will make substitutions. He's perfect from the line this time. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter of the game. Alvarado outside. Poole outside. Now here's Messi. Back to Poole. Three-pointer. Walker pulls down the board. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
So graceful with the teardrop.
Messi. And he jams it home with authority.
They must have fallen asleep defensively. How else do you explain an easy dunk right off the inbounds pass?
New Orleans calls timeout. New Orleans in the lead. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Picked by Messi. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Jarris Walker. New Orleans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That one's off. And the second free throw is good. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to McConnell. Out to the wing. Fires for three. And that's not going to go. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Pelicans. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. It's Poole on the wing. Williamson right side. Pass to Bey. Drills it from deep. Bey's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, Bey knows his team needs this from him, and he's just finding ways to get productive at the arc.
Back to Alvarado. And here's Bey. Shot clock at 5. Picked by Williamson. Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
Defying the laws of physics, Zion Williamson.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Bey. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Fires in the triple.
Talk about stepping up. I mean, that is a huge three-pointer.
Well, guys who can make big shots at the end of games have become a necessity in this league.
Now here's Williamson. Easy work for Zion inside.
Well, Zion's so hard to deal with inside, and he'll make the right play almost every time.
Siakam, that's good.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
New Orleans leading by 5. Hey, outside. Lots of room. He knocks down the jumper.
You know the coaches hated that shot, but guess what? Some of them go in.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. The Pelicans making a switch here. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Siakam. And Williamson with the block.
Well, the speed that Zion gets off the floor, he made the most of it on that block.
Pacers trail by 7. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Nembhard into the lane. Oh, he dropped it straight in.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the harm. Incredible.
That's good from Nembhard.
Well, this is what he does. When you need him to come through, he answers the call.
Looney, the screen. Stolen by Siakam. Ooh, using 2 hands to power it down.
This is why this team turns to Siakam in big moments. They trust him to come through.
Here's Jones. Now Williamson. Ooh, poked away. And stolen by Nembhard. To tie it up. Siakam. Oh, it's no good. That would have tied it. And yes, sir, in stride on the lay-in from a sweet assist.
Well, these are the moments Zion lives for. He loves to perform when the lights are brightest.
The free throw off from Williamson. It's stolen by Looney. A minute 15 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Buries it from outside.
It's a nice little sleight of hand trick there by Jones.
Now Mathurin. Bradley inside. Not that time. Alvarado with it. Siakam covering.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
New Orleans calls timeout. There's 47 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. So both teams changing it up here. He gets the first, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Yeah, you have to really appreciate Williamson's fire and tenacity on the court. Players like him get everyone to increase their intensity.
Here's Mathurin. Oh, what a jam! Holding nothing back. And here's New Orleans now. Let's loose for three. And he nails it.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
From deep three-point range. Oh, it's off. Jones. And so it's New Orleans winning.
It's an All-Eastern Conference matchup in today's game as the Celtics come into town for this one. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. Here's Embiid. Oh, and the jam by Embiid.
Woo, throw it down, big man. You gotta love seeing Embiid rise up and just throw it down.
Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
Nailed from three-point land.
Wow, Brown drills it from way out, showing off that limitless range.
And the dunk by Embiid.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Well, Greg, I hope you're ready. We're going to be cranking our heads back and forth, watching these teams race up and down the floor all game long.
And this is the definition of an exciting matchup. Don't be shocked if the 24-second clock doesn't come into play. They like to keep the pace fast.
And here's White after the three-pointer from Kelly Oubre. Good work there as it goes. Queta's got his second bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And it's White missing. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a three-point game. Outside, White. It's hauled in by Paul George. And here's the fast break. Maxey leading the way. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And there was some power behind that slam by Edgecombe.
Pass to Walsh. Back to White. For three. And Embiid with the block.
Yeah, defensively, Embiid can take over a game with his reach. Big block from him there.
Hits it from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So Boston going with almost an entire new grouping. Celtics trail by 8. The Celtics have been a title contender for years now. So, RJ, what do you attribute that to?
Well, their talent level has been off the charts. But something else you can point to is their defense. The Celtics have been an elite defensive team for over a decade.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. We briefly talked about Jaylen Brown and what kind of defensive mindset you have to have against him. And he said, we have to be willing to work just as hard as he is. We have to fight through every single screen, talk to one another, and contest every shot we can. Sounds like it'll be an all-out effort against Brown here in this one. Kevin, back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Outside for George. Another three for Philadelphia.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
George with no one around. Off target with his three. Brown outside. Pass to Shireman. Down low. Tillman. The offensive rebound. Simons with the ball. Now defended by Oubre. Good on the shot.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
I just love the pace that Maxey plays at, constantly applying pressure to the defense.
Embiid with the steal. And now the 76ers on the break. Pass to Oubre. Some solid defense from Brown. Here's Shireman. And it's off from three-point range. Now Edgecombe. 8 points for him. A three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
And so it's PJ Edgecombe. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Guys, 76ers pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
George with the bucket.
That last three must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Here's Simons. Oubre pulls it in.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Trains it from beyond the arc. Maxi's got the lead up to 14 now for Philadelphia.
Now that's confidence right there. This is when you know Maxey is feeling it.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. The Celtics making a switch here. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Three-pointer, Pritchard. Rebound by the 76ers. Greg, we know something every scout liked about B.J. Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Celtics trail by 17. To the inside. Here's Queta.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Maxey feeling it out a bit. Pass to Oubre. Back to Maxey. That one doesn't go. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. To the paint. Here's Queta. And he banks in the layup. Queta's got 8 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Embiid in the corner. Here's Edgecombe. He's got 11. Oubre can't get it to go. Here's White. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Out left to the wing. Pass to George. Drops in the layup for 2. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
I love seeing George be so assertive down low. Certainly doesn't lack confidence. An accomplished scorer.
Here's Brown with the drive. Basket good. He has 5.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
So, Richard, from title contender to in the lottery, what went wrong for the Sixers last year?
Well, we could start at the top. Joel Embiid's health. He only played in 19 games. Then their young superstar Tyrese Maxey, he missed 30 games. And Paul George, he hyperextended his knee in the preseason and never looked comfortable all year. It was a nightmare year in Philly.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you. The Sixers, they want to get over the top. Joel Embiid said, I've accomplished everything individually, but there's one thing missing, which is to win a championship. We have to do whatever it takes to make sure that in the postseason I'm healthy and as dominant as I've ever been. Kevin, back to you.
His health is key. Allie, we appreciate the report. Celtics trail by 18. Nice ball movement by Boston. Queta. To the middle. Here's Walsh. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Proving he's more than just a go-to scorer. Brown also loves swinging the ball to open teammates.
Back to Oubre. Outside, Maxey. Inside. And Brown over to help. Clock at 6. Here's Edgecombe. The 76ers with another miss. Celtics trail by 14. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Boston shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Maxey attacking. Embiid.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. And Richard, I'll say this. Jaylen Brown's often at the heart of a debate about what his true value is. I think it's immense.
Oh, I don't know what the debate is. I don't know the difference between megastar, superstar, but he is a proven all-star, an all-NBA player, and a finals MVP.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Pass to Pritchard.
Come get it, come get it.
The Celtics need to get a shot off. Walsh can't get it to go. Philadelphia leading by 16. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. Good on the triple.
And for a rookie, Edgecombe is showing some impressive confidence offensively. I'm not sensing any hesitation from him.
Celtics trail by 19. Here's Simons. And the slam dunk by Simons.
Speed kills, and Simons has plenty of it.
Oubre, no one around him. Another three for Philadelphia.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the...
Nice finish.
And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Man, can he get up and finish with power?
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Well, Richard, it's definitely become a shooter's league. The ability to knock down threes now becoming pivotal.
Oh, I think it's fascinating to see the skills evolve and the game change. Even if, as someone who was a shooter later in his career, I feel a little bit left out.
And that's some serious liftoff from Simons. Wow.
Pass to Oubre. Here's Edgecombe. That's the sixth make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed. He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
And you want to talk about hang time. Edgecombe is still going up while others are coming down.
And the plan going into last season for the Sixers, Richard, was win now around their veterans. But now they have some great younger talent, too.
And with the health of Embiid and Paul George, a change to the younger players is not a bad idea, but it's still a tough decision.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Back to Maxey. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Driving to the basket. Nice ball movement by Boston. There's the screen to the middle. Wants to get it to Hauser and does. And it's good for 2. Hauser's got his second basket of the game. The 76ers leading by 17. Over to the left wing. Screen by Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
What a read by Maxey. Sees how the play opens up and sends the ball that way.
White looking around. And the three ball is good.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game. 30 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And stolen by Simons. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Chalk up two there.
Get it out ahead on the break. That's what you want to do, and he delivered with that pass.
Down low. Shoots. Oubre outside. Here's Edgecombe. Lays it up off the glass. Edgecombe's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
And so it's Philadelphia with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Up top, Maxey. The three from George. Bangs home the trifecta. George has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Philadelphia. Three-pointers, Simon. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Over in the corner, Edgecombe. Outside for George. Lets it go with a three. Another three for Philadelphia.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their...
Oh, look at that play right there!
Okay, that's how it's done.
Woo! Wow.
Oh, he's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. The three. And Kelly Oubre, good for 3.